Hey everybody, hope everybody had a great weekend and just wanted to touch base, go over the workouts for the week so everybody kind of has an idea what's going on, especially the instructors. So starting on Monday, tomorrow we're gonna, if you're an advanced lifter, you're gonna do hang and power snatch every minute on a minute for 20 minutes. You're gonna work up to a 1 rep max. The rest of the group is we're starting off with a skill movement. We're gonna spend a little time and try to get you to get some toe to bars. Check out this video. It's really cool. Kind of explains how to try to kip, not just swing, but actually kip, almost, kind of like you do with your pull-ups if you're at that level, and just try to string a few together. And we like to put in a little bit of skill work and work on skill as well as doing our lifts. The first lift, you're going to do bench press. You're going to do 10 sets of 2 on the minute, speed set. So you're going about 60% of your 1 rep max. So I'm looking for really explosive speed. If you're going to be grinding these out, then you're obviously not doing 60%. You're going too heavy. Speed equates into strength, so kind of do these right and focus on your technique, and you will get stronger. Romanian deadlifts. Get a couple warm-up sets in, and then you're going to do 1 set of 20 reps. I'm going to warn you, you are going to probably get some very sore hamstrings from doing the Romanian deadlifts, and you're doing a 20 rep set. Going into the conditioning, we're going to do 4 rounds. So it's a 400-meter run. I mean, it's, keeping it simple sometimes is the best way to go. So you're going to do a 400-meter run. Coach is going to time you. You're going to rest 2 minutes, and you're going to do that 4 times. That is going to be the conditioning for the day. And then a little extra credit, glute ham sit-ups and back extensions, some posterior work. And hopefully get some time to do a little stretching. Let me address that. We've been a little short-staffed, but we're bringing some additional coaches on. So that way we can kind of get back on a routine, and hopefully we can actually have a little extra time at the end of the training sessions to get back on that stretching routine, because that really helps a lot. And I know if it's not structured for a lot of you, you just get out, you just leave after the workout. Even though sometimes we kind of preach as coaches, like, come on guys, just stretch for like 5 minutes. But sometimes all we see is the back of your head running out the door. Tuesday's odds press. I hate these. These are great. You're going to find a 3 rep max. This is lift 1. And I must be, I just got to say, these are very difficult. You're going to actually squat with the bar in your back squat position, so rear rack. And I need you to be very, just be super, super careful with these, because the last thing you want to do is when you come back onto your back, you're hitting your spine or your neck area. So if you're not super mobile, you should be doing a lot of mobility work before you get these on your back. But if you're not at that point, either do them to the front or just go super, super light. It's kind of tricky to not engage your quads and try to stand up when you're sitting in the bottom position of a Zotz press or the rear back squat, to be able to press that bar directly overhead and not try to stand up with it. So, just like I said, be super careful and try to really focus on these movement patterns, as I always preach, and not really worry too much about the weight unless you're a little bit more advanced and you've been focusing on these or you've been working on these. Lift number 2, this is kind of like skill work, but it's considered lift number 1. Number 2, we're going to go into the back squat. You're going to do 10 sets of 3 on the minute. You're going to work up to about 60-70%. So that means that you're starting off relatively light, and then as you get higher, like reps 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're going to try to go up to about 70%. Just again, this isn't going to be very heavy. You're going to focus on speed, but it's a little bit of a challenge. Conditioning, we got the 3 levels. Just real quick, guys, make sure you're not doing something that you shouldn't be. I mean, if you're going into like level 3 and you really should be in a level 2 or level 1, you're just cheating yourself, because you're going too heavy and you're just sitting there staring at the bar and you're going too slow. And it's just, this is 12 minutes, man. You should be smoking this. It's 10 alternating front rack box step-ups. So that means you're going to put the bar in the front rack position, the receiving position of the clean, and it's 10 total. So you're going to do 10 with an empty, even with an empty bar, this is not easy. You're going to put that bar in the front rack and you're going to step up on that box, and you're going to stand tall on that box. So you're going to stand on a box, and if you're 5'10", you should be standing 5'10" on that box. You should not have any, your hips should be extended, everything should be extended, knees, ankles, everything. Then you're going to get off that box after the 10th rep, and you're going to do 10 thrusters with the same bar. And then you're going to walk over and you're going to do 10 ring rows. That's level 1. Level 2, you're going a little bit heavier, a little bit higher. And now you're going to do pull-ups. And level 3 is going to be a little bit heavier, not a lot, and you're going higher on the box, and then you're going to do 10 chest to bar pull-ups. For advanced, you're going to be a little pre-exhausted, but not, give yourself a little rest. After this is over, I want you to take about 15 minutes and try to find a heavy squat clean, full clean, whatever you want to call it. Usually if somebody just says clean, I don't want to get into it, but anyway, it's a full clean. If somebody says clean, it's usually you're going into a squat. If it says power clean, that means you're going into a power position, power clean. Muscle clean, you're muscling it all the way up. Extra credit, barbell hip thrust. 3 sets of 10, work up to your heaviest set. I'm going to try to I talked to Trevor about this, and we're going to try to start posting some videos on exactly how to do some of these accessory movements, because I try to post as many videos as I can. It's hard to find good videos that actually teach the movements right. I just see so much crap out there on the internet, but there's some good stuff too, don't get me wrong, but I want you to actually see how to do this stuff properly, because, with these hip thrusts, for example, I literally cringe sometimes when I walk in the gym, and I'll try to catch it, and I'll try to give the corrections, but with your feet, they really should be, your toes should be straight on these. You're really trying to work your glutes. Some people are like, oh no, it's a hip thrust, I'm working my hips. Okay, it's a glute exercise. And I see a lot of people overextending on the top, which you're not supposed to. And you should be really squeezing your glutes when you're going up to, on the top position, your level. Your feet should be straight because you're working your glutes. Your toes out. I'm not saying that it's wrong to put your toes out, but it's such a better movement when you put your feet straight. And like I said, I'm going to try to get some videos out on some of these movement patterns so people are actually doing them right. Stop worrying about the weight on these. It's absolutely ridiculous that I see people doing such stupid heavy weight, and it's not really doing you any benefit. This is not like, it's not like a powerlifting competition. We're looking for a 1 rep max hip, barbell hip thrust, cool. Looks great if it's like an MTV video and all that stuff, but Jesus Christ, man, do the movements right. Focus on the movement, and I swear it's gonna carry over into your deadlifts, your squats, all of your hinging movements, and it's a great movement to do. All right, Wednesday, this is a good one. So 50 minutes, it's a long, steady state duration. Again, I always tell people Wednesday should be like an active recovery day. If you missed Monday or Tuesday, or if you're not going to be there Thursday, if you want to push it, fine, go for it, man. It's 50 minutes, so there's no fooling around. Get in on time. We do a quick warm up. Listen, you're going to warm up on the first 25 calorie assault bike, man. So, you don't have to really do too much. And then we're doing an 80-foot burpee broad jumps. And I want you to do a strict 6-count burpee plus the broad jump. So the further you jump, we have the lines at the gym for the grid. It's 80 feet. So you start at the beginning and you do a burpee, a 6-point burpee, which here's a video here. So you're kind of like planking down into the push-up position, and then push yourself back up, and then you're going to jump your knees up, and then at the same time, jump your feet up into a squat position and jump. 6 points, 6 count. Here's a video, check it out. So this is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be funny. It's going to be actually enlightening, because, if you're really getting a good burpee or a good broad jump, some people are going to be surprised at how far they can jump because they haven't jumped in a while. Because listen, when you're gaining strength from doing all those squats and everything, you're going to be able to jump further. That's actually a useful tool to see if you are getting stronger, to see how high you can jump or how far you can jump. Thursday, skill work, kettlebell snatch, or one arm swing. Just take 10 minutes, just play around with it, get a little warm up. And then the lift, press, strict press, 5x2 every 3 minutes. So I want you to really, really hammer this to go to see how heavy you can get on 5x2. Part A, I'll just go with condition level 2 and you can read the rest. 4 rounds for time, 30 wall balls, 15 vertical swings. You can see the weights are different with the different levels. And then part B is basically when you're done, walk over to the rower. It's not really for time, it's for recovery. You're going to walk over to a rower, pull it down, and that Z2 pace, which basically means that your recovery pace, conversational pace, you're not crushing yourself. You're going to do a 1,000-meter row. That is really going to help flush your system after some of these workouts. Extra credit, optional, is glute ham sit-ups, 3 by 12 to 20 reps. I got to tell you, like on these glute ham sit-ups, if you don't do them all the time, you should be doing them. I mean, literally, if I do 3 sets of 10, I'm going to be sore. You really need to focus on these because, you know, they're great for your midline and your core. And I actually heard somebody talking the other day. I guess they showed up in a competition and they weren't conditioned for them, so they got, you know, it was challenging. Friday, advanced only. So this is the coaches are not really watching you. This is for the advanced only to have time to come in early and really focus on their mobility, and they're going to snatch. So this is full snatch since it doesn't say power snatch. So snatch 20 times 1 on the minute, work up. So this is going to be relatively light, and you're going to build up to your heaviest on the last couple reps. Lift 5 by 12 every 3 minutes. So listen, this is a lot of repetitions for deadlifts, right? You're talking 60 reps. So usually the first couple sets on this is a real, you know, kind of like a warm up, and then the last 2 to 3 sets is when you're going to work on your. I want you to work on your be work sets. I'm sorry, and they should be the same load across on your last 3. Conditioning, 3 levels. Let's just do the level 2, 3. It's a 3-minute AMRAP. And you get a 1-minute break. It's kind of like the Chief, okay? 3 clusters, so it's a squat clean thruster. Oops, I gotta fix this weight. It's a squat clean thruster, and then each time the bar's got to touch the floor. And then you're going to do the same bar, 6 shoulder to overhead, so you can do a strict press, push jerk, split jerk, bring the feet together every time. And then 9 bar-facing burpees, which I love bar-facing burpees. Accessory snatch high pulls, 10 by 2. This is extra credit. Listen, on these snatch pulls, man, that's another thing. I got to do a video on this. A lot of people don't do them right. They're just going super, super, super heavy, pulling it up, letting it go, bar falls. Yeah, okay, cool. That's great for shrugging. That's great for traps. You're going to... You know, I'm always a big fan of saying traps are the new abs. But on these, if you want to do them right, it's a slow descent coming down on each rep. And you're going to really focus on your movement pattern. Make sure you're pulling the bar into the pockets. You're at power position, and then you triple extend. Instead of just like, yeah, whatever. Try to focus on your form. That's pretty much it. So I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend, and this is going to be a great week of training. Any questions, just post it, and I will see you soon.